Так, продолжаем. Замучился, пацаны, замучился. Целый день, нахуй, из программы, это самое, по замыванию всяких причиндалов мучился. В итоге нихуя я не понял, не знаю, что как делать, и в итоге закружу как есть. Пускай так.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Ты опять обнаженным заебали.
We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
У вас что-нибудь, кроме необнаженных трупов, есть в наличии? Что за город, блядь? Одни либо изверги живут в нем. Ну-ка, стоп. Сейчас, сека, я одну хуйню открою. Оказывается. Так. Сейчас, секунду. Блять, не грузит сейчас. Сейчас на базу кину. Как этажка, смотри, да, вот это. Кто мне сигналит? А, это мужик. На золотистой машине.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, fellas. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, folks.
Так, доеду, возобновлю. Так, чуток осталось доехать.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Хоть спиной положили, хоть на этот раз-то.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Блять, какое-то чудо начало мучить.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you when you're ready.
Ну сколько это будет продолжаться? Чё? Ну чё? Так это...
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
Нихуя себе кольцо у них вместе с кожей сорвали, блядь. Ты это зверобойчики, пацаны. Да, блядь, руку смотрели уже, чувак. Отпусти руку. Целуй кровь, чё?
Kiss the blood, BD. Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Ой, тяжело. Публичная библиотека Антония Хиллс, дата рождения 07/07/26.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Да.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Так, чё в этом портфеле у ней? Да, блядь, развернись ты нормально, нахуй. Да зачем ты к трупу подходишь? Ты портфель открой. Блядь. Ты заебал, блядь. Или что-то не хочется, слышь, портфель открывать он.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Чулок. Ну чё? Бенчики, ну это мне не надо.
Never the same, are they?
Так.
May as well follow the trail.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Что нашел?
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Хуя ее, конечно, тащили тут. Мусорки надо не забывать смотреть. Чисто. Тоже чисто. Хуйня.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Ага. Еще кровяные следы.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Похавосили тут знатно, блядь. Маничела. Ключика.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Ой, бля. Так, дальше, да, с вами
You
идем?
trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
It's got to be a
Точное
code,
изображение.
cipher.
Ну-ка. Мисс А. Мальдонадо, лично в руки.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
Блять, убийца знатно оттянулся на жертве-то.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Еще кровавые следы. Стопе.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Так. Ну, пойдем дальше. Бля, ебать, конечно, нихуя, сколько он ее тащил, блядь, по трубам каким-то, еще под чем-то. Реально зверь, наверное, какой-то, слышь. Его одному, наверное, тяжело будет взять. Что это? Ну, стоп.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Хотя убийца мог просто крови много ее взять и так вот тереть, ходить нахуй по стенам. У каждого фантазии много в голове, все, каждый на все способен. Блять, разверни ее.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Лос-Анджелес, Мальдонадо, Норд 712 ДС, 19.549.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Квартира Антония.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
А, тут рядышком, а я на паузу кинул, блядь.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
А что, надо ее обыскивать, не? Блять, что я в подъезд, что ли, вышел?
Optimistic, Cole.
Какая-то хата маленькая дюжа, или это, блядь, большой один дом? Давай глянем. Не, ну похоже на большой особняк, блядь. Миссис Мальдонадо, Норт-Хилл.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place over.
Миссис Антони Мальдонадо, пансион Парсонса. Норт-Хилл-стрит, 712, Лос-Анджелес, центр, штат Калифорния. Уважаемый Антонио, в дополнение к моему письму 7 августа сообщаю, что ваше обращение в Верховный суд штата Калифорния принята и назначена дата судебного заседания. Номер дела 98-165, слушание по делу состоится 17 сентября. Мне известно, что ваш муж Анхель Христофер Мальдонадо, проживающий по адресу Хилл-стрит 3430, Лос-Анджелес, штат Калифорния, получил официальное уведомление о необходимости явиться в окружной суд в означенный день. Хотя это не является обязательным условием, и многие женщины в вашей ситуации избегают этого. Я бы посоветовал вам присутствовать на заседании. Моя практика показывает, что присутствие истицы на рассмотрение подобных дел способно серьезно повлиять на ход заседания, а если ваш муж не явится 17 сентября в суд, что, по вашим словам, вполне вероятно, то это лишь повысит наши шансы на успех. С уважением, Фредерик Д. Татерзаль, доктор права.
Okay, we have an address. The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Что это? Да нахуя ты вылез, дурак, блядь? Залезь обратно.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from. Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Ну ясно, что нихуя не ясно. Все, остальные двери закрыты.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband. Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Перемещение жертвы.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
А как же это? Разбитое окошко, блядь.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Бабка мерзнет, видишь, летом камин горит. Ёт.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Так на фотографии браслет был, ты чё, блядь?
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado one.
Куда метим? Квартира Мональдо.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
Easy. God damn it, ain't that the truth?
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, fellas. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man.
Блядь,
He would hurt his sense of
все-таки
who he
косвенно.
is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Ну и где его искать? Какой он квартиры живет? Короче, надо искать ручки с золотыми дверьми. Да. Фу, блядь. Золотые ручки с обычными дверьми. А.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise. Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds.
Look, I don't want no trouble with me. I got nothing.
Да ударь ты его, ебаный пёс на. Все.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife? We should get the whole place a going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Подожди, нам тут прошуршать, может еще есть.
Just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Свежие фрукты.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Гля, и хуй внимание обратил, рубашка с кровью, блядь.
This will take some explaining.
Да, ну ладно.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi, he's posed.
Ну, судя по всему, больше тут нет ничего, блядь. Смотри, 33-й может открыться.
No good. Nobody here.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Спасибо за информацию.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Бля.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag, too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Смотри, это еще хаты есть, на. Как не работает. О, нихуя, это наружный вход у них, прикольно. Ладно, уходим туда. Да, блядь. Заебал. Бар Эльдорадо.
In both branches of Congress. The Capitol awaits the arrival of President Truman to deliver his message. He shakes hands with Senator Vandenberg, President Pro Tem of the Senate, and Speaker Martin, both presiding over the joint session. Each receives a copy of the President's address.
О! Бля, чувак, я тебя не видел сюда. Иди нахуй отсюда.
Each group of our population has its own responsibility. It is up to industry not only to hold the line,
God, you're gonna kill us!
but to make reductions whenever profits justify such action. It is up to labor to refrain from pressing for unjustified wage increases that will force increases in the price of product. This is an age.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Say, honey, what time did you get off waiting table?
Анджели Мальдеради лично в руки. Округ Лос-Анджелес, штат Калифорния. Анхель Мальдонадо, доставляющий медальон, что 8 августа 1947 года Антония Мальдонадо продала Верховный суд штата Калифорния, подала прошение о расторжении брака с Анхелем Мальдонадо. Суд вызывает Анхеля Мальдонадо в качестве ответчика по гражданскому иску и постановляет 17 сентября 1947 года явиться в Центральное окружное отделение Верховного суда штата Калифорния, дабы ответить на обвинение в жестоком обращении по отношению к своей супруге Антонии Мальдонадо и привести аргументы, если таковые имеются, против расторжения брака с юстицией. Утверждено Эрл Брентон, судья штата Калифорния, 11 августа 1947 года. Главный секретарь суда.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Теперь этого, да, допрашивают. Барменчика.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Sam is taking.
Спасибо за информацию.
I got a call back for that Universal Tourist line.
Хули ты встал, садись. Псиёбаный чёрт, блядь. Бар Эльдорадо. А что, там еще не все закончено? Давай на рынок поедем. Вон тут вообще рядышком.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Банановая кожура мне точно не нужна. Ну а что тут? Что он сказал? Я вечером заехать, да? А куда тогда ехать? О! Я знаю, куда ехать, ебать. Так. Как доеду, возобновлю. А не, походу не доеду, метка пропала, сука. Блять, что за прикол? Прям только что пропала, блять. Че, блять, угораете, что ли? Ну, а рынок, он не функционирует со мной. Тут нихуя не продают. Может... Ну-ка, туда можно зайти? Нет. Нет, нельзя. Значит, рынок пока не действует, да? А куда мне тогда ехать? Во, блядь, задача. Вот это поворот событий. А куда ж ехать тогда? Место преступления, рынок, блядь. Блядь, я хуй знаю, что. Ладно, сейчас я покатаюсь тогда, может, этот, хотя бы бабочку какую дождусь, возобновлю. Вот он горит у меня, блядь. Рынок свежих фруктов, блядь. Так он не работает, блядь. Там никто сегодня не торгует.
American Century Broadcasting, broadcasting at 760 kilohertz. Car 11K, come in. Please. Right around the
Блять, я не знаю, что прикол такой.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. There's an oxymoron for you.
Top of my class back east. Now I'm waiting tables.
Are you drunk, mister, or you just cracked?
Может, кожура улика? Не? А он ее даже не поднимает. Я что-то нихуя не понимаю вашего. Что, к чему, блядь? Может, надо на полицейскую машину залезть, чтобы побочки начали появляться.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
А где центральное отделение? Блядь, задание появилось, сука.
Letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
Надо с мигалками ездить, там у них рация стоит.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking case just nozzled way through the guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Give me a break.
Бля, вроде по карте близко, так что-то далековато, блядь, за нами.
All units also need help. 415 and shots fired at 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up.
That the lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard.
Officer down!
Give yourself up! Now!
Wine. You're a cop killer!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Honey boy, what have they done to you?
Пупсик двух копов завалил, твой, ёпта. Пупсик, блядь, это зверь. Зверек, а не пупсик, нахуй. Так, теперь надо полицайку, наверное, ехать, да? А, она рядом тут.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs.
Блядь, случайно.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Я за старым, он, наверное, знает, куда идти.
I need a drink. I got the jitters again.
That price is outrageous.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Я передумал, ты меня обманешь, иди к черту.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Будь проклят, знать тебе придет пора. Один ты встретишь вражескую вечность. И зло любя познаешь власть добра. Изведешь в мучении бесконечность. Да будет делай зло и жди. Потом к возмездию приди. Лишенный царского убранства, исчерпав бешенство и ложь, позорным пленником падешь. В безбрежности времен и безбрежности пространства
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Допросить, ну допросим. Иди показывай, где он сидит.
That price is outrageous.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Соседка мисс Аран заявила, что Архен гнался за... О, ну...
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her. She jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car. It was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Ага. Так. Письмо есть у меня? Я же находил письмо. А почему письма нету в списке, блядь? Я нихуя не понял, почему у меня письма нету.
Quit staring at me like that.
Блять, это просто пиздец, а что за хуйня?
Looks like I was mistaken.
Блять. Письмо адвоката, но я же поднимал его. А, вот, документ о разводе.
The judge had said a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Да, и на рукаве тоже, блядь, от пореза, да, ну,
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Hippolyta, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Door knocking all morning.
Да, теперь опять на рынок, да, блин? На пустоту красоваться. Куда? На рынок надо ебать.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. We'll get to the market. The guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off it in the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
О, сейчас уже все торгуют, прикольно. Блять.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Так у него тут и нет нихуя, что мне сказать. Блять. Блять, что за хуйня, заебала. Блять. И это типа он один этим всем заправляет продажами этими. Блять. Хуй ты ставишь, помогай искать, ёбаный ослоёб, блять.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Cut someone who's already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Как учили, 15 секунд задержишь дыхание, и кот пропадает. Вроде больше. Нету.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Догоним, хуйня.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Стреляй.
It's almost too perfect.
А хули он под колеса лезет? Блять, давай, ладно, сейчас перезайду нахуй. Ну я не виноват, что эти долбоебы сами под колеса прыгают, блядь. Это пиздец какой-то, ёпта. Откуда интерес еще начнется, нахуй? Офицеры давали клятву, ёпта. А я при чем тут, нахуй? Я вообще никому клятву не давал. Ну только в армии, блядь, давал клятву, нахуй. Че, надо допрашивать по новой? Ну понял, возобновлю. Попытка 2, ебать.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Хорош.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Красавчик. Старый.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Неужели поймали его все-таки, этого чувака?
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Дело закрыто. 5 звезд дали, нахуй. Блестяще. Ладно, пацаны, продолжим в следующей серии.